The news headline: House Chief Judge of the Federal High Court ordered judges not to entertain cases stopping Tinubus inauguration. You're welcome to today's news, and thank you for tuning in to this channel. But please do well to subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell for more updates. To the news details, please listen to the end. The Chief Justice of the Federal High Courts, John Temba Doso, has reportedly banned judges from entertaining cases bordering on the presidential election. This is perhaps to ensure that nothing stops the inauguration of the president-elect, Bola Tinubu, as the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It was gathered that the chief judge also directed that such cases pending in court should be transferred to Abuja for review. A litigant, Mr. Abdul Yusuf Rufai, who confirmed the developments, said that he was at the Federal High Court, Enugu, in respect to his lawsuits numbered FAC/EN/CS/77 between Mr. Abdul Yusuf Rufai and the Attorney General of the Federation, which seeks the court's interpretation of Section 134 of the Nigerian Constitution. Rufai said a senior court official told him that there was an order from the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court of Nigeria that no judge in Nigeria should hear any suit on presidential election or swearing in. This is a travesty of justice from the judiciary and an abuse of constitutional powers calculated to kill the substance of my case and dodge May 29. My lawsuit was immediately transferred to Abuja, he said. In a text sent titled Ubi Jus, Ubi Remedy, where there is a law of rights, there is remedy. Rufai said, fellow citizens, owing to my complaints of the breach of my fundamental rights and freedoms, and in the furtherance or enhancements of my inalienable rights, ditto for millions of Nigerians, I have approached the Federal High Court for its intervention, and among the reliefs I sought, I asked the Honorable Court to interpret and give a simple understanding and intendment of Section 134 of the Nigerian Constitution, which is our ground norm and supreme court in the land. I have also asked the Honorable Court to use its inherent power to stop the swearing in or inauguration of any purported president on May 29, 2023, not duly elected because of not meeting constitutional requirements or because of violating constitutional provisions and its inviolability in the last presidential election. I have also asked the Honorable Court not to allow unconstitutionality or illegality of any sort to stand, but to defend rule of law, uphold our constitution, promote stability, protect our democracy, and render justice to the satisfaction of man and our creator. Meanwhile, a covering letter of transfer of his case to Abuja dated May 24, 2023, was addressed to Deputy Chief Registrar, Litigation Federal High Court, Abuja. It was signed by Deputy Chief Registrar Eperobi Femi Oyi, titled Transfer of Case File between Mr. Abdul Yusuf Rifai and the Attorney General of the Federation. The letter reads: Pursuant to the circular by His Lordship, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, on case bordering on presidential election and or the forthcoming swearing-in or inauguration ceremony, I have been directed by His Lordship, Honorable Justice M.G. Umar, to forward the above referred case file to your office for the attention of the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court for further necessary action. Before the swearing-in of the President, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court actually ordered all judges not to entertain cases that will stop Tinubu from being sworn in. And this is actually against the electoral law, because if the judges still continued with the legal redress, with the suit hearing, it does not affect him from being sworn in. But this directive was given, and it prevented a suit of a particular person who has filed a suit that they should explain the subsection 134 that says a candidate is to win 25% of two-thirds of the states, of all the states, and FCT. And this was a big, it was not good for the man, because he was not happy, and he had to cry out that this is what was said by the chief judge of the Federal High Courts. We know the chief judge can give order, but not to the aspect of seeking a petition concerning a particular thing. It does not affect one another. But the president has actually been sworn in, and the hearing continues. We have come to the end of the news. Thank you for staying tuned to the end. Enjoy the rest of your day.